So what is my thoughts about the Begode Master when I've been riding with the Begode Hero for 1000 kilometers? If you want to know everything about it, stay tuned until the end of the video. Hi everyone, Marcus here from MADpack, and if you love UCs, PVs and everything that have an E of electricity, this is the place for you. And today we are going to talk about the Begode Master, and I have to say to you guys that I think that wheel is a game changer. We will talk about it in a second, but also I'm going to talk about that wheel comparing to a wheel that I think that was the preparation for what we are going to expect from the Master. Here you have the Begode Hero that I simply love it. I done a review and explaining why I think this is one of the best wheels in 2022. If you want to check that video, I'll leave it here for you guys to check it out. This wheel is definitely one of my favorites. Here you have two different motors, C30 and C38, so high torque and high speed. The one that I have in here is the high speed. It has been perfectly fine for me, reaching 45 miles per hour without beepings. If you go to the 38, you have a free spin of 83 kilometers per hour, so very, very high. And obviously, if you go to the Master, it comes with a high torque version and with a free spin of 112 kilometers per hour, 30 kilometers more than the high torque. This one, it goes a little bit higher, and we can try to see how fast it goes. So this wheel, that is the high speed version. As you could see, I've just done the free spin. It cuts off at 97 kilometers per hour. The Master goes 112, so basically 15 kilometers more than the high speed version of the Hero. And that is really, really significant. And obviously, if you compare to the high torque that have a free spin of 83 kilometers per hour compared to 113, we are talking about 30 kilometers more. When you go here, obviously you have 100 volts. When you go to the Master, you are going to have 136 volts, something that we never saw in any electric unicycles. And obviously we can see that even Kingsong with the 126 volts has been struggling to deliver that torque that we was expecting to have with the S20, because they are not used to do those kind of wheels. And I'm also very, very curious to see what emotion will come out with the V13. And if you want to see those videos, S20, V13, V12 high torque, they are coming in the future to the channel, so definitely subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribing till now. And when we talk about batteries, we can see that they are shifting slowly. They start hearing us, obviously, after all the problems they had with fires. I have to say to you guys that the batteries here, they are a bit disappointing. They are not the best, and you have a lot of sag, something that I never seen in any electric unicycle until today. So that is maybe the worst and the biggest downsize that you have with the Begode Hero. And when you go to the Master, you are going to have already much better cells, Samsung 50Es with 2400 watt hours, and obviously this one is just a 1800, so if you compare to that one, you are going to have 600 watt hours more, so definitely a plus. And if you want a lot of range, you are going to have with that one. But if you want more performance and more durable battery packs, and obviously safer, so your house will not get on fire, you are going to have the MOLICEL cells, the P42A, if I'm not wrong, with 2000 watt hours. But with those batteries, even if the battery is smaller than the other one, you are going to be able to take better accelerations. So the risk to have a cutoff with those batteries, it's lower than if you buy the Samsung 50E. So have that in consideration. When we talk about weight, they are very similar. And this one, the Hero, that is a smaller battery, doesn't go as fast. This wheel have 36.5 kilos. And when you go to the Master, you have 36 kilos. So 500 grams lighter than this one, so definitely a plus. But they have something in common, that is the suspension. This one is 80 millimeters travel, and you are going to find exactly the same in the Master. That brings my conclusion that that wheel was never made for off-road. Obviously it's tested in off-road because they need to take the wheel to the extreme, but I don't feel that that wheel was made for that. That wheel was made to have high performance in the city. I would like to see the Master not with an off-road tire, but for example with the Michelin City Pro that I have on the Hero here. So that will make a lot of difference on that wheel. And also you should have around 10 kilometers more of range. The size of the tire is going to be exactly the same that you'll find on your Hero, 20-inch tire, But this one have something that they are just taking out of the Master that I simply hated that is not there. That is Bluetooth speakers. I really like to have them because if I don't have battery on my helmet, I can continue to use my GPS and my Google Maps through my wheel. So that's not possible if I go to ride with some friends and I want to put some music. I can do that with the Hero, but I'm not able to do that with the Master. So that's a big con, at least for me. When we talk about the chargers, here you have 8 amps, and when you go to the Master, you have 10 amps. And another thing that I'm really excited about the Master, at least what they advertise, is that the front light is not 5,000 lums like is in here on the Begode Hero, but on the Begode Master is going to be 7,000 lums. So for me that I ride a lot during the night, definitely a plus. So if you come back to the speeds that you can obviously take out of that wheel, it's not just that, but all the power that you can take out from the Master. I'm really excited because that motor have the same power that you had on the Begode EX, that I simply love it. And you had like a sensation that you have like nitro with that wheel when you was just pushing your hips on the front. You take that extra power that is simply feels like you enter in a sport car and you turn on the nitro. I'm not kidding. It's like that. The feeling that you have is you have a speed that is already quite significant and suddenly you just do that and the wheel just speed it up so fast. So obviously you lean in front with your body, but after you just grab your hips and you just push them in front, okay? Like if you was doing something else with someone that you love a lot. So when you do that, the wheel comes to life. If I can get that sensation with a wheel that is lighter than the EX, because the EX was 38 kilos and that one is 36, so 2 kilos less heavy. If I change to a city tire like the Michelin City Pro, I think I'm going to have a lot of power and I'll feel a lot in control of what I'm doing. For the city, just to pass a car, that is very relevant. But there are some stuff that I don't like so much about the Master, and one of the things is those pads on the sides. Here is very easy that I can just remove this, put mine, like I said, I'll 3D print something here so I can use my pads. On that wheel, I'm not sure how we can remove all those pads and put our pads, because I really don't like how straight they are. I like something that have a little bit more curved, and I don't think they are anatomically made to the human body. Yeah, that I'm really disappointed. But overall, I think that that wheel, it's quite incredible. The price is not so steep as I was expecting them to do. I believe that they understood through the Begode Hero that the prices that they practice here, they were simply crazy and it was making no sense at all. And for that same reason, they are not bringing the price too high from the Master. I hope that this wheel, they bring the price really low, because they have here a big winner, and if you don't have seen that video, definitely check it out on the channel. But this was just my quick thoughts about the Master when I've been riding with the Begode Hero, that, like I said, is one of my favorite wheels of 2022. My name is Marco, this is MADpack. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, smash the thumbs up, do whatever you want, but always with a smile on your face, and I hope to see you in the next one.